everyone would give just $5, we'd have enough money to fund all our ministries, and our parish would be a great place to be. We need to be more welcoming because the Bible says so. So everyone act very hospitable on Sundays when people come to Mass. If everyone would pull their weight around here and get involved, our parish would be so much better. Hi, Eric from the Office of Stewardship. Welcome back to our series titled The Power of Stories in Stewardship Renewal. In this video, you're going to learn how to avoid language that crashes a good talk, ways to share stories, and when to have the lay witness talk. The goal of this series is to help you create a parish where people fall in love with Jesus and grow in their faith. If you've not seen the other videos, go back and check out the great content. I cover everything from why you need to have people in the pews sharing their stories, to the best people to invite, to making an ask that will help your people say yes. How do we avoid bad stories? What happens is the person starts out really well. They share a little bit to show they're human and have a pulse. Maybe they become a bit vulnerable, but what will happen is the old, awful default notions of stewardship kick in and a good talk falls apart. I'm talking about all the bargaining language, sense of duty comments, and outright lecturing. A witness talk should not be about any of those things you saw at the beginning of this video. I've heard horror stories from priests. A talk on hospitality becomes a tongue lashing about how the parish needs to be more welcoming, versus a personal story about how an act of hospitality made a person feel, how an act of hospitality brought that person closer to God and their neighbor. The simplest way to cull a bad story is to get a copy and read it to make sure the story is good. This will take time and effort, but it will be worth it to make sure Fred and Wilma are on the same page. The more prep work you can do on the front end to prepare Fred and Wilma before writing begins will help too. Do use the questions and the outlines for the 4 pillars of stewardship I mentioned in video 2. That will help guide the process and we can be confident in the result. But read the script to ensure the people in the pews are able to connect to Jesus by way of a great story. What to do if that person said yes but is scared to death to speak publicly? If it's at all possible, do what you can to help them overcome their fear. Stretching to overcome a difficult task is worthwhile in and of itself. To help your people overcome the fear of public speaking, do make sure they can read the whole talk. This will help reduce fear and, again, make sure the person stays on message and does not ramble on. Invite the person to practice at the ambo so they can hear their own voice and get used to speaking. These people are giving a huge gift to the parish through their story. Help them look and sound great sharing it. When should our lay witnesses speak? The simple answer is to ask your priest. Some guys like after communion, others after the final blessing. Others will say a short homily and the witness will have 5 to 8 minutes to share their story. Other priests are indifferent. What matters most is that we have people share. To that end, do not be limited by people sharing only at Mass. Coffee clubs, Bible studies, Knights of Columbus meetings, and anywhere parishioners meet can be an opportunity for the witness to share. Another great way parishioners can share their witness talk is to publish the text in the bulletin, on websites, email, and in social media. With all the technology, it would be very simple to publish the story and share it with parishioners, especially the parishioners that were not at Mass to hear it. Also, if you live in the digital world, there is no limit on time, space, and pictures, videos, and all those great things. If Sally has a longer witness talk that needs more time to deliver, the entire script can be published and include photos and all sorts of things to bring the content to life. To get real creative, videos could also be made of the witness talk, which opens up a whole new way to connect people to people and ultimately to Jesus. With a smartphone and a free YouTube account, your witness talk can reach far into your parish and make a difference. Thanks so much for watching. In the next video, I'll share with you how to have teens and children tell their stories, how to have an interview, and resources for kids and teens to give a great talk. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment before you go and share this video with your friends. The best conversations happen after the video. And subscribe to the Stewardship Newsletter and the Parish Toolbox podcast. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the final video.